We in the house? Hell yeah, we in.
Yeah.
Yeah, we in the house. We back in here.
Woo!
Me and Coop in here. What is a woman? Again, y'all know what it is. We know what it is. These people don't know what it is. Let's go. I'm not used to being on camera. It's been a while. Y'all see things is different. Anyway.
Yeah, it has been a minute.
Woo! Man,
But we back. But we back.
We back. I'm about to leave on tour in 2 days.
Yes, sir.
G-Strings and Switchblades tour. Pull up to Yo City.
Woo!
Maybe I'll put a link in the description of this video or something. I'm about to get wild. Me and the music. We about to be out there touring the world. My man Coop right here. My brother. Oh man.
Bro, congratulations
thank
again,
you, brother.
man. You fucking deserve
He done got
that
some.
shit.
He done got us some special birthday splits. My birthday was a couple days ago. Thank you, brother.
Oh, of course.
About to try spark up something different. We back here for the What Is a Woman. It got deleted from YouTube. YouTube wasn't playing that shit, so we found it from a different channel. A different channel uploaded the What Is a
more
Woman.
French.
Yeah,
more
there's
French.
no French subtitles anymore. I can't call cool shit. Now it's in Arab subtitles. It's different. But hey, fuck it. We in here. We in here. No partiality. So let's get it, shall we? Y'all remember we left the village. Now we here in the airport. He's about to go. I don't feel like playing it back and all that shit. So you gonna have to pick up where we left off. Go watch the other
last
video.
episode,
Yeah,
if you need
let's
to.
get it. Matt Walsh, What Is a Woman? Documentary reaction. Jumping into that shit. Hell yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
I need to make sure everything's cool. I always do that. You know that everything's cool still. All right, let's go. Matt Walsh, my man.
Matt, I want to show this to you. You're a parent, right? Okay? It's perfectly normal for 10 years and up. Here's just one page I want you to see here.
You know what's not perfectly normal? This loading screen. What the hell?
What the? Are that two men?
No,
Was
it's a
that-
man and a woman. What the hell?
Matt, I
Either
want
way,
to show this
that
to you.
is
You're a
not
parent,
appropriate.
right? Okay? It's perfectly normal.
I don't know how I feel about that. Is that appropriate? Because little kids come into their mommy and daddy's room all the time when they're having grown up talk and they see it. And maybe it's because it happened.
I mean, of course it happens, but it's not supposed to be something they're reading. 10
Yeah,
and up,
you're right.
10 years old.
Yeah, 10 and up. Like, I imagine, like, my kids are really little, but I imagine that little 6-year-olds come in and like, Mommy and Daddy were wrestling naked last night. I saw
I
them.
want them to know that. I mean,
yeah, but that's wholesome and normal. But the book's
This is
called
like-
It's Perfectly Normal.
But it's like teaching them what it is.
Ah!
It's like teaching them what a 10-year-old does not need to be learning what sex is.
A 5-year-old does not need to know. A 10-year-old needs to know that Mommy and Daddy had some kind of intimacy that led to them being that coworkers at work don't have. Like, that it's a special intimacy. They don't need to know penis and hole and all that yet.
No,
but they need
yeah.
to know that, like, Mommy and Daddy have a special intimacy that
So you
brought
want
you
to teach
here.
them what
Like,
love is.
yeah,
love.
there you
Yeah,
go. That
that's
makes
having a
sense.
spouse,
That
yeah.
makes sense. You're right, brother. Hell yeah. Keep the family unit strong in America. Hell
Yeah. Keep the nuclear family
10
alive.
years. and
Yeah,
up.
I'm with you on that.
Here's just one page I want you to see here.
That looks like too big.
No, it's a
For
woman.
10 and up, huh?
There was breasts.
Okay. You might be right.
Fuck, I don't want to move the fucking slider.
No, you're good. Don't worry about it.
Oh, fuck, I already moved the slider like a White Castle. Moving sliders like a White Castle. That shit is fire. Bars.
Yeah, right? I was just
Came
going
up
to
with
say
it.
that.
And why?
Matt, I want to show this to you. You're a parent, right? Okay? It's perfectly normal
They got a tight hop.
for
Yeah, they are. I was going to rip the
10
picture off,
years
honestly.
and up. Here's just
I can
one
read one.
page I want you to see
No,
here.
it starts to get a little loose once you get down.
See, there's breastises.
Oh, okay.
And, like, girly face. Yeah.
For 10 and up, huh?
10 and up, huh?
It's unspeakable what these people have done to our children.
When did that start? When was it decided that we need to start teaching kids about this stuff at such a young age?
So I'll answer that with one word: Kinsey. Kinsey was a social reformer. He wanted to rid society of Judeo-Christian values when it came to sexuality. And he worked very hard to do that, and
the basic
I would say he
religious
succeeded.
Christian view of
Kinsey would be
Sex,
very
yeah,
happy with
but,
our
like,
culture today.
What was he trying to push?
His idea was that children are sexual from birth, that we're all inherently sexual creatures from cradle to grave. He believed that true
Okay, hear me
happiness
out.
is
That's a
found in a
fucking
life.
weirdo. If you
We're not-
believe that about children, you're a fucking weirdo.
Yeah. Because hear me. We're not inherently sexual from birth. What the fuck? Inherently means, like, I could pick up the sexual vibes off you. Like, it's inherent. But we are sexual beings. That's why a woman's born with all her eggs. You feel me? And, like, we're born with the fire hose that's ready to pump life into it. You get what I'm saying? So yes, we are sexual from the time we're born, but not inherently sexual where it's like, that's a sexy baby. That's fucking weird.
But you're even not even sexual. Like at 5 years old, you're not sexual.
That's true as
You know what
fuck.
I mean?
There's
Like,
no
you're not
inherent.
Even, you're not thinking about that shit.
Okay, I don't want to run it back too far because you saw what they had on the screen a second ago. And
you know what that was?
cuties, I know.
Yeah.
But I don't.
That's a whole nother fucking.
Yeah, that's another can of worms. If a French man wants to make a weird, like, I don't know where to stand on that. I ain't even speaking on it.
It was inappropriate, I thought. The movie Cuties was
All inherently sexual
If you wanna
creatures
show that
from
shit at
cradle to
Sundance
grave.
Film Festival
He
with a bunch of
believed
other
that
pervy
true
artistic
happiness is
weirdos
found
and
in a
shit,
life
then,
of
hey, y'all do
perverse
you, but-
sexual experimentation,
yeah, y'all.
no matter the age.
I don't know, bro.
What came out?
It makes me uncomfortable.
What's even worse is like the fact that it got like a 97 on Rotten Tomatoes or whatever.
Maybe the writing was good. I can't hate on that if the writing and the plot was good, but nigga, you know what it is.
Is
I
that
know
his
what it is.
research
It's
was
scary.
fraudulent?
You know what it's a
Kinsey
fantasy
based his fraudulent
film.
conclusions on
You
data
know
he
what it's
collected from
supposed to be,
convicted
but
sex
whoever made
offenders and child molesters. His research was conducted in prisons, not everyday America. He also performed horrific sexual experiments on children, some under the age of 1. Influential
Sorry, I
book,
can't say
Sexual
that.
Behavior in the Human Male,
Fuck.
contains an infamous chart called Table 34, which documents the orgasms of very young kids, including babies as young as 5 months old.
What?
But instead of suffering the consequences for his heinous actions, he was and still is celebrated by academia and Hollywood. His ideas form the foundation for sexual education in public schools today. How do we get from this to you can choose your own gender?
Okay, well, now we have another very important character, and his name was John Money.
John Money was a psychologist and professor at Johns Hopkins University. Gender ideology was his brainchild.
That chart.
In fact, he coined the terms gender identity and gender
Hell, I'm
roles.
shook. Hold on, I can't even.
And according to Money,
bro,
babies
my
are
brain can't
gender
even
neutral
focus
at
right
birth.
now. That's
And ultimately, environment
God,
determines
what the
whether a person is a man or a
I was
woman.
gonna say the same thing a minute ago.
Like I'm still
Kinda
seeing the
sick.
chart and the
Yeah.
numbers in
5
my face,
months? Like,
bro.
fucking
Yeah,
stuff,
I don't want to
bro.
see that, bro. I don't want to see that at all. At
First of all,
all.
I didn't even know that was possible
Nope,
at that
didn't.
young. Like,
and I'm
that's
glad I
insane.
didn't know. And I'm glad I did. I'm just tearing the filter off because I can't deal.
Yeah, that shit made me feel weird too.
Yeah, I don't like that at all. That was fucking disgusting, bro. Ew. That don't sit right with me at all.
Money was telling the world about his theory that a boy could be raised as a girl and do just fine, and vice versa.
And so Money tried out his theory on 2 young twin boys, the Reimer
Yeah.
twins.
Hold on.
When the
I'm pretty
twins
sure- okay,
were
hold on.
8 months
I'm
old,
pretty sure one of them
and they
committed
went to be
suicide.
circumcised. The first twin, whose name was Bruce, something went wrong with the machinery, and his penis was burnt off.
my
They
God.
stopped and didn't do a second circumcision on the other twin, as you might imagine. And the parents, of course, didn't know what to do. How are they going to raise this child?
John Money convinced Bruce's parents to transition him into a girl. Money also conducted sexually abusive experiments on the twins throughout their childhood, including forcing them to simulate sex acts on each other.
What the
He
What the
reported
fuck?
up to the age of 10 that this was a complete success. Well, wasn't true.
That actually worked.
The results were a disaster. Bruce could never fully accept his female identity. Eventually, his parents told him the truth, and he chose
that's
to
the
transition
one sitting
back to
down
a
was
boy, taking the name David. As an adult, David spoke out about the abuse and the damage done to him by John Money.
The girls would do their things with their Barbies and things like that, and that wouldn't interest me. And things such as trucks and building forts and getting to the odd fist fight and climbing trees. That's the kind of stuff that I like, but it was unacceptable. So I'd never.
As a girl?
As a girl, I had no place to fit in.
The trauma that he and his brother and his entire family went through left deep scars.
You wanna
His
drive a
brother
truck and punch
died of an
something.
overdose.
You're a little boy.
Yeah.
when
you trying
he
to
was
drive a truck
38,
and punch somebody.
and then
I can't
David
imagine
died,
like the
committed
trauma
suicide.
that creates.
There was never a retraction or an apology from John Money. Instead, his ideas were adopted by mainstream psychology, and they form the basis of gender ideology today. Why don't more people know about John Money and Alfred Kinsey?
Evidently, there are forces that don't want this information out.
That's interesting.
Well, good. I mean, it shouldn't be out, but it is. Oh,
I never fit. I was an alpha female, a sales executive that kind of just didn't fit in any box.
Oh, she translated to a dude. Started a girl.
When psychologists
Translated.
or
I'm
somebody
so
that I was
ignorant.
a female,
I'm so
a sales
ignorant.
executive.
Hold
that
on.
Kind of
Is that her as a girl?
I think so.
She kind of like 90s cute a little bit. Like 90s, like, hey, Ricky Lake looking with
Yeah,
short
I can
hair
see
type
that.
chick.
I
Like,
can see
hey, who's the
Is
all
it a
around
dude
the world
though?
tonight?
It's a dude.
I think that's a girl, and who she said I was an alpha saleswoman, and you hear the manly voice. I think she transferred into a boy.
So she, okay.
If that is a boy, you're a very pretty boy. But I think that's a girl.
A woman who's now a man.
She got that funky, fresh 90s aesthetic. I see you.
Even the picture's fucking 90s.
Yeah, the
as
color
well.
gradient
Yeah,
background.
yeah.
I
just didn't
love
fit
it.
in any box.
I hope it's not a boy in that picture. If you're a very pretty boy.
When psychologists or somebody that I was in love with or whatever said that I was in the wrong body, I started to think, well, maybe I am. I'm a biological woman.
I was right. Hey,
medically
see, if it was a boy in that picture, I probably wouldn't have found it cute.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's a girl.
But right now it looks like a dude.
Yo, look at that change in that nose.
Yeah.
That the nose was all soft and dainty and like elegant. Now it looks manly.
Nose, and then the bald
The-
spots,
the
like
jaw.
the receding hairline going back. Like
Still got
power
the same.
hours.
Still got the same sideburns. The same like sharp ass like side hair. Though.
That's crazy.
That's wild.
If I saw that dude at the grocery store, I would think that's a dude.
But see the same sideburns still. That's crazy. She's a cute little 90s lady. Hey, I see you. But damn, you turned into
Body, I started to think, well,
damn, that's wild.
maybe I am.
That's wild.
That is.
I'm a biological woman that medically transitioned to appear like a male through
But you have
synthetic
vaginas.
hormones and surgery. I
Oh,
will
no vagina.
never be a man. Is it transphobic for
If I smash you, is it gay?
Yeah. But, I mean, I don't know. That's a good question.
Cause hold on.
Kind of. Yeah. It looks like a dude.
Through surgery. So I'm not saying me. I'm saying like, say you knew her right in college, right? When she was a bad 90s white girl. And you're like, damn. And then later in life, you run into her or him, and he's like, yeah, you know, you remember Charlene from high school? That's me now. And I'm like, what the fuck? And he's like, but I still have my girl parts.
Nah. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know.
Hold on.
It's too close to not be gay.
Yeah. Because hear me. For two reasons. One, hear me. One, okay. You would have to be somebody that like had like a thing, like you already had a thing for her, or maybe you guys dated, and now it's like, I can't imagine, because if you, it's still a vagina, but he ain't gonna go, oh, like a girl. He gonna be like, oh.
And he's gonna look like a dude.
I can't even
With
imagine.
his bald spots, like
Oh,
no, fuck
I can't
no.
imagine the mental mind games if you're someone that cares for this person and then you run into them later in life and I can't imagine. I don't know why my mind went there, but
You're
that's
like,
funny
what?
as hell.
never be a man? Is it transphobic for me to tell the truth? Why is it that a couple hundred years from now, if you dug up my body, they're gonna go, yeah, that was a woman. Had babies.
Damn.
Can you tell me about the procedures that you had?
I've had 7 surgeries.
Damn.
I've had 1 stress heart attack. I've had a helicopter life ride with a pulmonary embolism. I've had 17 rounds of antibiotics. I had 6 inches of hair on the inside of my urethra for 17 months. Nobody would help me, including the doctor that did this to me because I lost my insurance.
Oh God, no! Take everything back. Nobody smashing. She had an inside urethra hair on that from the flippy. I'm pretty sure there's no vagina there. Oh God.
What's it?
Oh
wait,
God.
what's
Your urethra is your pee hole, brother.
Oh.
Oh God. Oh dear God, Jesus Lord.
Damn.
Oh fuck.
Nobody would help me, including the doctor that did this to me because I lost my insurance. I get infections every 3 to 4 months. I'm probably not gonna live very long.
Was there any real discussion of the...
But you could have stayed a 90s Cute white lady. You didn't have to do this. Like, I'm not gonna live to be very long.
I think what
Nigga, that was your choice. What you want me
but
to-
what they say, but that they're saying is that like people always kind of told her like, oh, you were born the wrong. Like kind of like influenced her to do it. It sounds like.
So it's like the social stress or like the social pressure
Exactly, like
got to her, and now she's stuck on the other side.
Nobody was telling me the truth, and now look at me, and I regret it.
Oh God, what kind of infections you be getting? I get an infection every nigga. Where?
Every 3 months.
What kind of infection? Oh God, oh God, this is not fun. This
risks
episode
and
is
side
not
effects
fun.
No.
We're having fun, but this is not
If
fun.
you cut it off,
there's
right,
not.
it has like a fake vagina.
And I know that people want to think that there is, but
earlier,
there's
like an
not.
open
In one of the
womb,
earlier
The truth
episodes, I
is that
said it
medical
was an open
transition
womb.
is experimental. We have
100% right.
studies that
That's
said
what I was talking
that medical
about. I
transition
said
helps
like-
mental health,
And the
like
scar
that.
tissue
helps
is
mental health
what
with kids.
heals
They've all been
allegedly,
retracted,
but no, it ain't healed.
modified,
Oh, God.
changed. But the only long-term study tells us 7 to 10 years is when transgender people are the most suicidal
We only been in for 15 minutes.
after surgery.
Oh,
But that's
we only
transphobic
been
to
in
say.
For 15 minutes.
For the first time in history, a marginalized group has a huge dollar sign on the top of their head. We have 5 children's hospitals in the United States promoting that.
Promoting what?
And what?
That's a phalloplasty. That's a bottom surgery. We have 5 children's hospitals in the United States telling girls that they can be boys at $70,000 a pop in a surgery that has a 67% complication rate. That will kill me from infection that I can't sue on. We're butchering a generation of children because nobody's willing to talk about anything. I have 3 kids. At the age that they're doing this to kids. I'm not transphobic. I love my kids, and I love other people's kids, and you should too.
Don't love my kids,
This is wrong
but I see you. You're right.
on so many levels.
Can kids consent? Do you think kids are
No.
capable of consenting to this?
No, they're not. Being a parent is loving the hell out of your kids and helping them see around corners.
What's the youngest patient that you've operated on?
The youngest patient I've done vaginoplasty on is age 16.
Do you worry that
fuck
minors
I saw the subtitle.
just don't understand enough about themselves? They're not neurologically developed
what the
enough yet to
fuck?
make permanent life-altering decisions?
Absolutely not.
A young person's
What the fuck?
self-perception.
You dumb bitch.
One
Wait,
day they
what?
may be clear, the next day they may be totally confused and not sure. And you're
Ew,
affirming
and
it.
it breaks down so many other barriers too, because bro, the gender barrier is already a thing, right? Then you have the children barrier of breaking the barrier with kids, and then you have the age of consent barrier. Like right now, I did a vagplasty for a kid that was 16, and then the other dude's studying the. You saw the fucking chart. I ain't even gonna talk about it. So, what's next? You know what? I can see where that's going. Can you see where that's going? I don't like where that's going. Call Chris Hansen. I ain't feeling that shit. You gonna start
with
normalizing
hormones
age
that have never been
sex
used in this
differences.
way
Hell no.
in
I
the
ain't with it. Nope.
field of medicine.
Not
You're talking
playing
about
that shit.
puberty blockers?
Blockers and then opposite sex hormones.
At what age does the medical transition begin with medication?
So medical
This
affirmation
stupid, huh?
begins when the patient says they're ready for it.
What?
So that could be a kiddo who is just starting puberty and panicking because they're getting breast buds or their penis is getting bigger and busier and they're worried about all kinds of masculine changes. And that way, puberty blockers, which are completely reversible and don't have permanent effects, are wonderful because we can put that pause on puberty. Just like if you were listening to music, you put the pause on and we stop the blockers and puberty would go right back to where it was, the next note in the
If that's true, then fine.
I don't believe that at all.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say next. I don't know if I believe that.
Yeah,
but if that's
I don't
true,
believe that at all.
then that's fine. But
I don't
not.
think you can just stop puberty and then just press play 10 years down the road. And
There might be the body's gonna build up the puberty hormone, and you could probably stop it. I could see that, and it's not gonna go anywhere. The body's still gonna have it, so I could kind of see where they're going with it. However, don't use that for transgender reasons. Sorry, train station reasons. I might have to censor that. Yeah, that's not even a bad word, but because of today's world. So hear me. If the kid's going through something, right, where when he hits puberty, say he has giantism, and it's going to make him start expanding his limbs and go through all kind of discomfort, then yeah, bust that shit out. Put the pause on puberty. Let's figure some other shit out. And then maybe later, when he figure out his gigantism, we could go, you get where I'm coming? Like, that's just an extreme case, bro.
Yes.
But I could see a reason for this medication existing.
But not like that.
Yeah, or if you got real bad mental illness in your family, and you know when he hits puberty, he's going to become schizophrenic or whatever it may be, because okay, let's put the pause on it, figure out his mind, and then unpause it, and so I can understand why that would be a thing. Like that's cool, that's fine, that's good. However, not for like sex gender identity reasons. Get the fuck out of here. It's for like medical reasons. Like if you need that for a reason, like fuck that.
Something super extreme.
Yeah, something really extreme where you know you need to pause puberty to get this little person figured out for whatever reason. But not because they think they want to be a girl. What? They said that after watching My Little Pony or some shit? They're a child, Nick! That's crazy. That's crazy.
Song just delayed that period of time.
You can just pause puberty
No, you can't.
and then pick it up
No, you can't.
in the future.
No, you can't.
Saying what you said.
How many studies do they have, long-term studies, on hormone blockers with children? None.
I just spoke a month or two
I like
ago
this person.
with
I
a
don't
mother
know what it is, but
whose
they got some
14-year-old
firm beliefs.
daughter
Hell yeah.
was put on blockers. They discovered after 2 years, this 14-year-old girl has osteoporosis. That's something that like old women get.
How can
What the fuck? Yeah, yo. Hold on. 2 years? I thought it was like we're going to do this for a couple months and get you right, and then it's okay. 2 years? Bro, think of all the hormones that you develop during puberty, the most strongest part, and you gonna block it for 2 years. When it hits, you probably did turn to a fucking old lady. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, because that shit hit you. Yeah, she probably did get osteoporosis. That shit hit her like she's 70. Yeah. Like, bro, you can't. I thought it was like, all right, we're gonna block puberty for like 2-3 months and get you on some meds. Not like for years. What the fuck? No, I didn't expect years. Oh, I thought it was like for a little period of time to help you. What the fuck?
The whole time.
Okay, the way that I'm describing it, make it seem normal. We're gonna hold it off. We're gonna get you some meds. We're gonna help you. This shit is not normal or helpful. This shit is crazy. What?
Put on blockers. They discovered after 2 years, this 14-year-old girl has osteoporosis. That's something that like old women get.
How can doctors assure parents?
It's when your bones get stars in them and start like developing like starbursts in your bones and they become really brittle. You could like hit your hand and break your fucking wrist. Something. Yeah, that's wild.
That a certain medicine is totally safe. If based on what you're saying, they can't possibly know that.
How can they be removing the healthy breasts of 15-year-old girls? How can they be sterilizing kids? How can this whole thing be happening?
Normally, I would trip if an adult said the healthy breasts of 15-year-old girls, but in this context, that made perfect sense. Hell yeah. It caught me off guard, but I'm like, no, this is a medical professional talking about healthy development of a... I see you. The phrase caught me like, wait, what? But yeah, there's no better context than right here. She meant that
Moving the healthy breasts of 15-year-old girls.
I didn't need to hear you say it again.
How can they be sterilizing kids?
But yeah, that made sense.
How can this whole thing be happening, Matt?
Every child that they convince is transgender and in need of medical transition, it generates $1.3 million to pharma. Damn. And we're believing a pharmaceutical company, Lupron, hormone blockers.
I can't say what I want to say about Big Pharma.
So they say,
this video gonna get taken down.
The truth is that in 2003, Lupron was sued and deemed a criminal.
You see the delay that shit had on it? But if I say anything that I don't want to say about Big Pharma, this video gonna get nope, so I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna just leave that there.
Enterprise by the U.S. government. They paid the most fine of any pharmaceutical company at that time, $874 million.
Thank you for showing.
Wrote a check.
Is Lupron chemical castration?
Yes.
chemically shrink your balls off.
We're giving it to pedophiles, aren't we? We're giving it to people that are dying, and we're giving it to kids, telling them that they were born in the wrong body and it's completely safe.
Whoa.
One of the drugs
first
used
two
is
of those I
Lupron,
was on
right,
board
which
with. The third one, I'm not.
has actually been used to
Did you hear what
chemically
he said?
castrate sex offenders.
He said,
You know what?
I can't say
I'm
it.
not sure that we should continue with this interview because it seems
I knew it. I knew it. I knew
What'd he
it.
ask her?
I knew it.
What'd he ask her? What'd he ask
Go
her?
back to part, what was it, 2, 3? I knew it. I said, this lady is a fucking and sorry, and they, oh my God, did you hear what she just said?
No.
Listen to
All I
that
heard her
shit.
say is I think I want to end the interview or whatever.
Okay, this guy had a point too, but then what she said, I fucking knew it.
Let's see it.
You know what you are.
Castration.
Listen,
Yes.
bitch. So we're talking about chemical castration, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Chemical castration.
They said
Yes.
they give that same drug to pedophiles.
Good. Do that.
We're giving it to pedophiles, aren't we?
Good.
We're giving it to people that are dying,
Good.
and we're giving it to kids, telling
Whoa,
them that they were born in the wrong body
No,
and it's
that's
completely
not good.
safe.
That's insane.
One of the drugs used is Lupron, right, which has actually been used to chemically castrate sex offenders.
You know what? I'm not sure that we should continue with
Of
this
course.
interview because it's
Why you feel
Of
uncomfortable?
course.
Why you feel so uncomfortable, huh? I want to know why you so nervous. Go back and watch the other video. I knew it, bro. I said this lady is a something. I knew it. I knew it. I knew
Of
it.
course she doesn't
Sex
want to talk
offenders?
about it.
You know what? I'm not sure that we should continue with this interview because it seems like it's
that?
going in a particular direction.
Well, you're a medical professional.
Direction at yo weird ass.
And you
Continue
can't
with this
answer
interview
it.
because it
Yes, and
seems
you
like
can't
it's
answer
going
it.
in a
That's
particular
why.
direction.
Well, you're a
Yes,
medical
yes.
professional.
I am a medical professional.
Or you?
So you don't want to talk about the drugs that you give to kids, or
Again, I'm a physician and I use medication. You're choosing exploitive words.
No.
Drugs I give to kids.
I'm choosing a
chemical
word
castration.
that was in a dictionary.
That's not a correct term for puberty blocking.
I
in
mean,
a
I could look
transgender
it up on my
person.
phone, but I'm pretty sure if I looked it up,
You can look it up on your phone.
it says medical definition: the administration of a drug to bring about a marked reduction in the body's production
They
of
covered the
androgens and
other
especially testosterone.
And I'm saying, as a pediatrician who takes care of hundreds of these kids, when you use that terminology, you are being malignant and harmful.
I mean, there are some who would say that giving chemical castration drugs to kids is malignant and harmful.
It's about the context of caring for a child and seeing the suffering that kids can have that have not been in affirmative home situations.
What do you say to the claim that, well, we have to do this for these kids because if we don't, they'll kill themselves. They'll resort to drugs and self-harm.
A lot of them were hurting themselves. A lot of them were suicidal before they even discovered gender. That is never part of the discussion.
Sorry, everybody.
And they say, what would you rather have? A living daughter or a dead son? If this is what the professionals are saying, it's terrible emotional blackmail.
Yeah, that really is. I'm blackmailing you as a parent by saying, what would you
Hello?
rather have?
Hey,
A
is this-
daughter who's alive that was a boy or a dead son that killed himself? Like, bitch, that's really fucked up. That is emotional blackmail. That's what that is. That's honestly, that is what that is. How long we been in the house? All right, almost 30 minutes. Hell yeah. My daughter was at the door a second ago. I don't know what happened.
This is, yes.
Hey, it's Matt Walsh.
This is not the time.
Are you?
for her to come
Where
in
are you
here.
right now?
I'm in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada right
Keep
now.
covering the other subtitles.
Are you able to leave?
I'm not able to leave BC. I can't even go to another province in Canada right now. And it's because I'm technically out on bail.
What happened exactly?
What the fuck?
Wow.
What?
That's what happens. when you
How
have
exactly
freedom of
did
speech.
this get into the courts to begin with?
Right. So what happened is we set up a meeting with BC Children's Hospital. And according to the BC Children's Hospital website, there's going to be a thorough evaluation. And I'm thinking, good, this is going to be the end of it all. They're going to clearly see that my child is not the opposite sex. So my ex-wife brings my child into BC Children's Hospital. I get a call less than an hour into that appointment is that they were going to pump her full of cross-sex hormones within the hour. And I put a halt to that. I said, no. They agreed to stop. for the moment. They figured, well, let's get the dad on board too. This is all going to be better. Let's just get everybody on the same page. I said, it's not going to happen. So I get a letter from BC Children's Hospital in December of 2018. And it says that under the BC Infants Act, they will start injecting my child with cross-sex hormones. And I have 2 weeks to respond with legal action if I so choose. And so that's how I ended up in court, because I did respond with legal action.
So you called your daughter a she, and you went to jail for that?
It's considered criminal violence to not use the preferred pronouns. It is no different than, let's say, I were to take a broomstick.
What the fuck?
That's insane.
Criminal violence in Canada.
They
don't got freedom of speech no more, do they?
They never had it.
They got health care, but they don't got freedom of speech. Hot damn.
America's the only country that has freedom of speech, actually.
Yeah, you can't say nothing about the Queen in England or nothing like that.
No.
They arrest your ass. Yeah, you really can't say nothing about the Queen. Yeah, you got to keep it cool.
A lot of people don't realize
all my
that.
people in the UK, we love the Queen. She cool. I don't know her like that.
And people probably thought, oh no, Canada has freedom of speech, and then here's a perfect example of none.
They got snow and beautiful animals and fall time and shit, but they don't got freedom of speech, and they
don't
got
have that
healthcare.
First Amendment.
Damn, it's like Disney, like in the Disney World. Like, you ever heard of Celebration, Florida? It's a city that's run by Disney, and that you can move there and you live in, and they play the Disney theme music all day, and those fake smells that are in the theme park get pumped through your neighborhood, and they make sure all the lawns are the same exact amount. Yeah, and because the Disney Corporation owns your house, your lifestyle basically, and if you ever became that much of you can go right on in and do that.
That'd be crazy.
But it's called Celebration, Florida. The name of the town is Celebration, owned by Disney. Yeah, it's crazy, but they can tell you how tall your grass can be, everything. Yeah, that's wild.
It feels like you live in Disneyland.
Yeah, so you could feel like you're in a cartoon all the time though. That's the benefit. That's kind of cool. Yeah. Honestly, in real life, all my shit that doesn't have name branding on it, I do it to be like I'm in a video game. I do that shit all the time. Hell yeah.
To not use the preferred pronouns. It is no different than, let's say, I were to take a broomstick and whack one of my kids over the head. So they were treating it in a similar fashion, that mispronouncing my child was the equivalent.
Like my fucking hourglass, how there's no designs, no logos, not even a price sticker. I took it off because of that. In a video game, how nothing ever has a logo on it, everything is just solid. So I understand the reason of why you would move to Celebration, Florida, to feel like you're in a cartoon. Because I kind of do the same thing in real life. Hell yeah. It's the only thing over in this area that doesn't have a name on it, because all the other shit is computer brand shit and has names on it. Hell yeah.
Family violence.
Is she on the hormone pills now?
She is. The court ordered that she can do whatever she wanted.
Sorry, I felt for this father right now.
2010 until I would say 2016, I would say 80% of my clients were trans youth. Now it is.
Sorry, and then I was talking over what she said. I'm mad at I wish I had the French subtitles back.
2010 until I would say 2016, I would say 80% of my clients were trans youth. Now it is, you identify, you take hormones, you do surgery. There isn't any other pathways.
So if you have two parents, one parent wants to affirm the trans identity, the other parent doesn't, who wins that battle?
The one who wants to affirm.
Every time?
Every single time. The goal is to get the parents to affirm the kid.
Of course it is, with that money and shit. Big pharma, that's all I'm saying.
There's no such thing as a gender-affirming therapist. That's a contradiction in terms.
Why?
Because you don't affirm if you're a therapist. It's not your business to affirm.
Woo! I love this man. Already, this spitting facts. Hold on, what?
This is my guy right here.
I love that. That was great. Hold on. That was wonderful. Already.
There's no such thing as a gender-affirming therapist.
Why not?
That's a contradiction in terms.
Why?
Because you don't affirm if you're a therapist. It's not your business to affirm.
Facts.
You come to see me because there's something wrong. Maybe you come to see me because a destructive element of you is wreaking havoc in your life. I'm on the side of the part of you that wants to aim up, man. That's what I'm on the side of. Okay, now I don't know what that means in your case, but we're gonna talk about it. Am I gonna affirm what you think? No, it's not up to me to affirm it. You don't get a casual pat on the back from a therapist for your pre-existing axiomatic conclusions. That's not therapy. That's a rubber stamp.
Is anybody
Sheesh.
at any point
Drop the mic
explaining
after
to these
that one.
kids
That was real as fuck.
the real long-term consequences of
Y'all see that?
hormones and puberty blockers?
I don't think they're explaining it to the kids, so that has frightened me that it's become that we're even talking to the kids about it at 10. We're presenting it in schools.
So this generation, they're the lab rats.
My video better not get fucked up by YouTube because I opened a beer with my ring because I put it all close to the camera and shit. Oh, no, weird use of alcohol. They be tripping.
Like that?
Yeah. But because if you show the Heineken label too close, I might have to snip that out. But yeah, Bianca's dad taught me how to open a beer with your fucking ring. Hell yeah.
And we're presenting it in schools.
So this generation, they're the lab rats.
Biological sex, binary. It's been binary for like 100 million years, longer than
Forever, since forever, binary means like it's rudimentary. You can't change it. That's what binary means. It's your
I thought
binary.
it meant two.
Binary?
Yeah,
I thought
is two.
when you have like a binary file for something on a computer, it's the executable file. It's the one defining thing. Like, so if it's like your binary, I guess I could see that too, because bi meaning two and like meaning polar opposites, like you're binary, like you're one or the other. So you're non-binary. I guess that makes sense too. I was looking at it from a technology standpoint, not like a medical. I guess that makes more sense. I was looking at it wrong, I guess. Hell yeah. That makes sense.
Temperament is not binary, temperament or personality.
So it's gender.
Oh, fuck.
Temperament is gender?
Well, gender is not a good
My knee
word
pop loud as hell.
because it's vague and it isn't measurable.
So do we need it? Why can't we just say temperament? What do we even need the word gender for?
Well, I don't need it.
Yeah.
But what I would say is
Sir,
that
you're
people who talk about the diversity in gender are actually talking about diversity in personality and temperament, but they don't know it. You can have a masculine temperament if you're a woman. Maybe 1 in 10 women have the
always say
average.
that.
That's what we were talking about
Yeah.
with Phil and Lil's mom and the Rugrats.
Yes,
How she's
yes.
yeah. I love it. I
Yes,
love it. He's
exactly.
100% right. Yeah. It's just personality. Okay, how racist, right? People be like, oh, them damn this or them damn that. I can't say it like I want to because of YouTube, but like it ain't even race that you're upset by. It's culture. Like how certain cultures will put furniture on their porch and listen to loud music, and you'll be like, oh, them damn da da da. But bro, it's not even them you hate. It's the thing that it's the culture you hate. Race ain't, and this is the same thing. It's the gender. He's right. It's just traits. You could be a woman with masculine traits, and it's not your race per se. It's your culture, or it's not it's not your pieces per se. It's the way you present yourself. Hell yeah, it's a similar thing. Hell yeah, hell yeah.
It's very true.
Temperament of a man. And you can have feminine men temperamentally. And it's not that uncommon
say
because the
that.
differences
That
between
doesn't-
men and
that
women
doesn't-
temperamentally
yeah.
aren't that
I
great.
say that to
There are
people who
masculine
like
girls.
non-binary,
There are feminine boys.
You're just a
What are we gonna do
feminine
about that?
man, or
Carve them-
know, that doesn't make you a woman or not a man.
You know what's crazy? The dudes who are very feminine, right? It'd be like a feminine ass dude. But he's not gay. He's just very like soft looking and he acts kind of like maybe he was.
But he's not gay.
Yeah. He be like, they get all the poontang. They have the coolest sense of dressing and shit.
Yeah,
Because
okay,
they got all them feminine qualities and shit. They got the best hair. Like,
The
bro.
nice shoes.
Yeah. Like, you're not gay. But you're a feminine. You're a sissy boy. You're a feminine man. But that shit, it's kind of hard. But I'm just not that way. I can't act that because like I'm just not, God didn't design me that way or whatever you want to call it, didn't program me to be that way.
Yeah.
But that shit's tight though. Sometimes you be like, all right, bro, do you, I guess. Like, I don't
It's
know how to
working.
call it. Yeah. like Niles from Frasier, like Frasier's brother, how he's like a sissy boy, but he's married to, do you ever watch that show? Nah. How he's like a feminine dude, but his dress, bro, is but he's married to a woman who she's a businesswoman. She'll never be around. So you'd be like, is he? Nah, he just a soft type of, hey, whatever, bro.
Right.
Like, yeah, whatever works for you, man. Like, like that shit is kind of swag sometimes, but I'm not that type of dude. I
Women
guess.
have the average temperament of a man. And you can have feminine men temperamentally. And it's not that uncommon because the differences between men and women temperamentally aren't that great. There are masculine girls. There are feminine boys. What are we going to do about that? Carve them up?
You, as someone who started your
Love you, sir.
professional
Love you.
life,
Love the way he broke it down.
you know, transgender care.
That was refreshing.
Now you're sitting here talking to me,
I like this office. Brick wall aesthetic and shit.
and I'm a dangerous man, I've been told.
Is this a
Are you
woman?
worried about reprisals? Are you worried about how this is going to play among your professional peers?
I am worried that I can't have conversations with any other peers. I don't know any other peer that will speak to me around these things that question it. I just don't think developmentally this is helpful to our children.
Where's my mouse?
You step wrong as a therapist, you say the wrong thing once, and like your bloody career is over. And now it's the same with physicians. How's that gonna work? You're gonna go have an honest conversation with your physician when he's terrified out of his mind? He'll say something politically incorrect during the diagnostic processes. Hey man, you're sick with whatever you wanna be.
No.
See you later.
It disappears.
You want a prescription for something?
I left academia because the climate had become too stifling politically, especially when it comes to the topic.
What you talking about? Sorry about that. My computer was...
You're sick with whatever you want to be.
My mouse was going
See you
behind
later.
the video, and it wasn't...
You want a prescription for something?
I left academia because the climate had become too stifling politically, especially when it comes to the topic of gender identity and the science of gender. It is absolutely impossible to do good research. You basically have to decide beforehand what you're going to find so that you don't upset activists, and that is not how you do science.
Why has this shift occurred where all of a sudden gender and sex have become so politically and culturally charged?
There's a really ugly history between sex researchers and transgender activists. In the past, if any sex researcher spoke out about science that went against activist orthodoxy or particular narratives that activists wanted to promote, they would basically have their personal and professional reputations ruined. So what you see is that only experts who toe the party line and say the things that activists like, those are the people who get attention, those are the people who get lifted up in the media. And also, I would say people are incentivized to go along with the activist narratives and gender ideology because that helps their career.
Trans is very cool. Trans is a way of giving yourself value, given the way society at the moment is functioning. All of the things that used to give us anchors of identity have become very fluid or very volatile in recent years. And into that context, I think what you find then is new identities start to fill the void or the vacuum. Whereas in the past, I might have got my sense of self-worth from being part of the village where I grew up. Now I might get my sense of self-worth through being part of the online community that I connect with.
He's got a English type, not an English, but like a European accent. And he said village. Where do you think he's from?
Fuck, I don't know. Ireland.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Me too. I was like, this dude's from Ireland, dude. A village in Ireland. I come from a little village. The way he said it, I was like, oh, me little village. He said it all leprechaun-y and shit. Oh, I love it. That was amazing.
Whereas in the past, I might have got my sense of self-worth from being part of the village where I grew up. Now I might get my sense of self-worth through being part of the online community that I connect with, or part of the sexual identity community.
So now we are seeing kids that are identifying as animals going to school.
I'll never know what role he plays because the fucking Arab subtitles are in the way and I can't see the leader of the blah 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 in the fucking thing. I'm sorry, I don't know. But yeah, it's a chill man from Ireland apparently. That's what's up. I'm glad we picked up on that.
Kids awesome. That are identifying as animals going to school, and they are purring instead of answering questions, and they meow.
That's cool as fuck.
The teachers are not allowed to question it because it's considered a queer identity.
I don't give a fuck. Whoa, so queer. Whoa. Oh, because it's different.
You have kids that are going to school and they're saying, I'm a cat.
Mm-hmm.
And the teachers have to
decides to pause, if it does,
affirm them as.
Hell yeah, we're good. Hell yeah. Okay, so if you could identify as a man and a woman and a girl and a boy and a kid and a cat and all this goofy bullshit, all this liberating American fine bullshit, then why the fuck can't a 6-year-old go to school and be like, I'm a shark? And then you'd be like, all right, Shark Timmy this week, fuck it. And then yes, the fuck you should. I don't know what this is here. Maybe we're gonna get an ad. But hey, we're 40 minutes in. If we have to end it, that's fine. But no, fuck that. If you can do that, then why the fuck can't Timmy be a shark this week? I'm with that 100%. Hell yes. Let's go.
Because you're just like, fuck it, just let it all happen.
Fuck it then. You can't. Okay, because as a kid,
I can't say shit. Yeah.
Like my tarantula. I always wanted to identify as a spider. It's cool as hell as a little kid. I'm like, yeah, I'm a spider. I have one. Hell yeah, whoop-de-whoop. And then the male spiders, when they mate, they get decapitated, and then chicks, and then for like, you know, I was a single dude, so I was like, fuck that. If I ever fall in love with a chick, it's gonna be my death. Fuck, I'm a spider, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I thought that shit was cool as fuck, and I still do. So I'm a family man now. But so, then why the fuck can't Timmy be a shark this week? That shit is gangster as hell. I love it.
Fuck it.
I think that's awesome. But only if you're going to be cool
Study
with all this
tells
boy
us
girl shit.
7 to 10 years is when transgender people are the most suicidal.
Whoa.
After
we went
surgery.
from Timmy being a shark to...
But that's transphobic to say. For the first time in history.
He's spitting facts right now. But that's only if we're doing this gender fluid boy girl, like you could be a boy, you could be a girl, whatever. Then yes, Timmy can be a shark. If we're gonna be like, you know, if we're all gonna be civilized and normal, then no, Timmy's, you're a little boy, fuck you. Yeah. But if we're all gonna play this bullshit game, then yes, let me be clear about that. If we're gonna play around, then yes, there's no harm in Timmy being a shark. Fuck it. It's going to do a lot less psychological damage than him wanting to be a fucking girl.
Gender people are the most suicidal.
No, you're right. Yeah.
After surgery.
Grow out of the shark.
That's transphobic to say.
Thank you. I didn't grow
For
out
the
of one.
first time in history, a marginalized group has a huge dollar sign on the top of their head. We have 5 children's hospitals in the United States.
Did we run it back? What happened?
Yeah.
Promoting that.
We saw all this.
What?
That's a phalloplasty. That's a bottom surgery.
How far are we? We're 45 minutes in anyway.
5
all right, fuck
children's
it.
hospitals in the United States telling girls.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. That was weird.
Will it pause? Hell yeah, it paused. Hey, we're 45 minutes in anyway. It's a good time. We get the girls out there waiting. Hell yes. It's been my woman and good friends and everybody, ladies, y'all know what I mean. Oh, we got some hoes. I didn't mean to say it like that. Hell yeah. I'm just rambling way too much. Hell yes. Love the world.
Yeah.
It's been great. Coop and the Jezzyman been in here for 45 minutes watching What is a Woman once again.
Yeah. We'll be back again, you know, for the next episode. We're going to keep coming back until we finish this documentary.
We're going to keep doing the damn thing. Hell yeah. I might drop this episode on Friday. Because on Instagram, I'm doing a whole face review. They ain't seen the dreads yet. It's going to be a whole different thing.
Yeah, you guys are seeing it first.
For real. Well, I might drop it after I do. You get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Cody Manson, Baja Blast, Jezzyman, a few others, Illmates Music, Keith Stone, G Strings and Switchblades Tour is coming up. Pull up. It starts on Friday. Yeah, get your tickets. Come pull up. Go look it up on the internet. See, I'm going to be there performing every night. Different city. Let's go. But yeah, it's been a wonderful time. Coop, we getting it. That was wonderful. That was a fun-ass adventure. We are going to end it here. Hell yes. Do you want to stop recording? I do!
Let me put you on. I got you to the ceiling. Hot damn it. Tell me what you want.